Hey Libras, hoping you're all well. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're one of my awesome subscribers, thank you for being here. If you're not one of my awesome subscribers, please go ahead and hit the button. It's just below the video and it's free. Get your energy moving within the channel. General messages won't resonate for everybody. I'll also leave a comment below so that you understand how the channel works, okay? That way I can just get into this for you. Now, I did see getting to know each other better, but we'll see if it comes up again. Hoping that you're all well. Healing family issues, reconciliation. Ooh, look at that. Passion. Make the effort. Let go control issues. Okay. Whatever the situation is here for you, Libras, it looks as though you, and maybe that's why I saw that getting to know each other, you could be in an on and off connection at this point in time. I'm getting this sense that something happened, and whatever that situation is, you already know what it is, but something happened, and I feel that you are on a little bit of a possibly not speaking terms at the moment. You might be, you may have pulled away from somebody at this point, but what I'm seeing is that they want to reconcile with you. Look at that. There seems to be a lot of passion in this connection, and maybe that's what kicked everything off. Is sometimes if you both have a lot of fire energy within you, or there's a lot of passion, it's like a burning ember that all of a sudden just sparks up and it becomes a big bonfire. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe it was just an explosion, you know, especially with all the feelings in the beginning of situations. Yeah, judgment again. So I feel like you're going to be faced with a decision here, because I feel like this person is going to be wanting to come back to you. If they haven't reached out, I have a feeling that they will reach out. We can get an idea here on timing. Let's see. And I don't feel that you're judging the person too harshly, although if you are, maybe Spirit's just saying, you know, take a look at stop obsessing. Look at that. Well, how's that for timing? Well, whether that's you or the other person, somebody here is obsessing, and I bet you it's the reconciliation individual. You can switch the energy, so if you resonate more with the person who wants to get back together with someone, or if you resonate more with the person who's healing here, you choose where you fit in this puzzle. But if you're wondering if they're coming back, yes, they are coming back. But again, there's something about judgment, and maybe that's what this is, because this wanted to come up in reverse. So I'm getting this feeling like maybe Spirit is saying, you know, when they do come back, try not to be too harsh on them, depending on what they've done, because perhaps they've learned a good lesson here in whatever they've done. Maybe they had been, yeah, see, there's that Emperor energy. You could be dealing with Aries. This is somebody who can be very, very, very controlling, okay? Very controlling. And maybe you've given too much of yourself here. And I say that because in the advice, you've got make the effort, but it wanted to come up in reverse. We will clarify into that. But the Emperor, when reversed, can be somebody who's very domineering, okay? That's somebody who is very rigid in their beliefs. They try to exercise authority, but they kind of take it too far, and maybe that's what caused the issue here, because I'm kind of hearing, I have my own mind, I can figure it out, you know, or more or less like you just felt like whoever I'm reading for just felt really, I don't know, maybe this person was acting paternalistic. Do you know what I mean? Like doing the parent-child relationship, and that doesn't work. because we're adults now. And maybe that's why you were like, you know, you're being a little too controlling, you're being a little too pushy, you're being a little too rigid, and I can't work with you. So yeah, maybe this person, their walls came right up and they wouldn't give or take, right? And then maybe you got a little defensive, hence your walls came up, and of course when that happens, you're just butting heads. So let's see what the passion is about here. It seems like there's a lot of passion. I feel like you have a sexy or healthy sex life, but yet there's something about not feeling good in terms of the emotional piece. I mean, the Nine of Cups in reverse is about a dream not coming true. So maybe that's what's igniting this person to want to reconcile with you. Maybe they're not feeling good about the fact that this ended, right? Hence, they don't want to be alone. They're not okay on their own. This person is not okay. That's why they're coming back. What I'm getting here is they want to have their wish fulfilled. They want to enjoy the situation with you. They want the results that they've hoped for. But the thing is too, is that I'm seeing here as the outcome that they may need to let go of control issues, and that could be what the problem is. So maybe that's what Spirit is saying is like when this person comes back, if you choose to take them back, Libras, you may need to tell them that they need to let go of control issues a little bit, because I feel like that's what's causing the issues here. It's like even if you try and make an effort, they may criticize you for how you do it, or I don't know. This is just one of those relationships where, I mean, I feel like you like the protective energy of this individual, but we have to be careful that it's not borderlining into, yeah, someone being obsessed with you to the point where they want to control everything you do. Okay? So what does this make the efforts? And I mean, it's your choice, of course, but yeah, there we go. Don't do anything at this point. You are going to have this decision to make, but I think that Spirit is saying, you know, this has to do with this individual and their commanding of attention, right? And directing those around them. I feel like this person will reach out, but they need to be willing to cooperate. Let go of control issues. What's that? I'm getting a real sense that you're going to have to speak up. Okay? So even if, you know, this isn't a breakup, maybe this was just something that went crazy. Yeah, look at that. Because it's causing an unhappy home life here. So I feel like, Libras, you're going to need to have your own personal power. You're going to need to command attention and respect for yourself. Okay? I feel like you got to stand firm, because this person quite likes to dominate you. And maybe you like that sort of thing. I don't know, but the cards are saying you don't completely, because you're getting this Ten of Cups in reverse, which speaks to unhappy home life, like not working in peace and not being supportive of each other, not being forgiving. Maybe that's what this person does. Maybe they hold grudges, okay, to try and punish you. And it's not that they do it, maybe even they don't do it consciously, but this person seems to be acting more of a parent towards you, right? And I feel like they may have learned this probably from, maybe they didn't have a good father experience, right? And so if they didn't have a good father experience, they may have learned all of these traits that don't help in a connection, right? Such as punishing someone by withholding love or withholding affection, or punishing by not talking or not listening to what they have to say, you know, where they start stonewalling. Like this type of a person can be very, very difficult to deal with. But I feel that if you love them and you want to keep things going with this individual. You're definitely, you know, you've got them, but I think that Spirit is just saying for your own happiness here, you may need to speak to them about, you know, how they treat you in terms of being controlling. And this is, you know, the number one problem in connections is control, right? And sometimes we don't even realize when it's getting out of control. So I feel like for your own happiness and for your wishes to come true, it's important that you use this judgment and you make the judgment. Like, there's going to be a day of reckoning here, all right? And you're going to have to make an honest appraisal. You're also going to have to get off the fence. So if you've been very kind, or if you've allowed this person to get away with a lot, I think now you're going to need to use some critical faculties, right? You're going to need to take a stand and make some hard choices about what you're going to tolerate and what you're not. I'm getting this feeling like maybe you were just being so nice. You just didn't want to cause any conflict. You were being loving and accommodating. I'm really hearing accommodating, but yet I feel like this is about hearing a call and recognizing that you need to make a change here, or a difference. Something needs to change here, because you have needs too, okay? You have needs, wishes, wants, and desires. And so I feel like it's important to unburden yourself at this point. But if this person is going to stonewall you, maybe it might be important to say, look, you might want to get some help here, or help here, maybe even professional help. Maybe they need to speak to somebody about anger management. I'm not sure. But it's important, because I don't see either of you wanting to move on here, but I just feel like this is one of those people who just knows how to control, and I don't know if it's doing you any good. And your happiness is so incredibly important, okay? As well as having a healthy connection. But I feel that this is going to transform. You're going to be enjoying renewed hope. And I feel that you're going to see everything in a new life. You will make a fresh start, okay? But I feel like your inner self, hence this healing energy, is trying to say to you, look, you need to pay attention to my needs. Like your inner child, your inner self is saying, look, I got to stand up. And maybe that's what this is. Like, this person may come back and maybe you need to become more controlling, right? You need, not controlling of the person, but controlling of what it is you'll accept and what you won't. All right? So, yes, they're coming back, but I think it's important for you to set some boundaries, okay? I'm going to get you a postcard from Spirit. And it's only because I want you to have a happy life. Like, you deserve that, and it's a matter of choosing it. So, dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again? Full circle in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self, whose desires are unmet. Now, here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions. There it is, the decision, right? And the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. That's right. Don't fall back into old patterns, okay? Like, this can work, but some changes need to be made. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You've come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. Loving you always. And that's exactly right, because this is that day of reckoning. This is making a judgment, right? Separating the wheat from the chaff. So now it's time to make this honest appraisal I feel like some learning has been done here, but I feel that it's very important too that yes, you might be unfamiliar with saying what it is that you need, but it's time to do that because now you're in a better place to do so. Okay? All right, Libras, I love you so much, and just know you're stronger than you know. Okay, have a great one. Bye.